Well, hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. Finally, Friday. Oh my goodness. We made it again, folks. All right. Do me one small favor as you enter the chat. All right. If you will, please hit that little thumb. That is the like button. Uh, that tells YouTube that you are definitely enjoying the content, and we're hoping that they will share it with more people. All right. I'll do the roll call momentarily. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So let me continue to set everything up here. And I had to push the time back. Had a little church event to attend, and it took a little bit longer than I anticipated. All right, but nevertheless, I am here. All right. All right. We have some folks coming in. Hit that little thumb, folks. That's the like button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, and a happy Good Friday to all of you. All right. I will do the roll call now. Thank you, producer Mark. Thank you so much for that. Uh, sometimes people just drop into your live chat and say negative things, but it's always refreshing, and it helps to for you to regain your hope in humanity when people come in and say nice things. It seems that with the advent of the internet, we have way too many keyboard warriors, people who like to just drop in and say hurtful things. But thank you so much for that. Um, And I was always raised, if you can't say something nice, folks, how about don't say anything? Or better yet, if you're on the internet, just scroll, go somewhere else. There's no need to denigrate anyone. I've never understood that. How you doing, Aurelius? Glad that you're here. Mayor, hi, how are you? Monique, glad you're here. Thank you, love. Baldwin Birds. Yes, Easter Sunday's almost here. Thank you for coming. Producer Mark, again, thank you for your term of endearment. Joey, how are you doing, love? Glad you're here. Jerry Dover, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad all of you are here. Tina, of course, is here. Laurie is here. So wonderful. And there are more people here than that, but I can only call your name during the roll call if you say something or if you type something. If not, I can't see that you are here. But thank you so much. Look at this title. And don't worry, I'm thinking tomorrow, because some of you are asking me when if I would talk about the case going on with the young man that stabbed another young man to death. And so I was trying to find out a little bit more information about that. So we will be talking about that this weekend. Um, I don't like to cover a topic until more information comes out so that I can talk intelligently, and I don't have to, go back and retract something that I've said. And of course, we're still learning so much about that case. It's just, to me, disheartening, all of the hate that people are spewing on both sides. People are just angry and upset, and oh my God, it's just sad. And again, me being a Generation Xer, uh, I I don't recall having these kinds of issues. So social media, oh my God, I was watching a video on I think it was Facebook, and it was like our lives before social media. And folks, they were so much better. They were. We did not have all of this hate, because now people can remain anonymous and just say all kinds of things, share all kinds of things, and it's hurtful, and it's just a sad state of affairs, in my opinion. All right, so let's look at our subject matter. How you doing, music therapy? Yes, Mayor. All right. Where are we here? So we talked about this before, and of course, I want to give you my take on this. Target CEO. Now he requested a meeting with Al Sharpton. Now, if you remember, I've already done a video on uh, everything that's going on with Target. We know that several companies, Walmart included, John Deere, and several others, rolled back their DEI programs. And as a response, you had people telling people that they needed to boycott. And of course, places like Costco did not. And so people are like, well, we're going to take our money there. So that's what's going on. I think I've done about 2 videos on that. Now, let me preface the story with this. Al Sharpton. Why did the CEO of Target reach out to him? Who has proclaimed Al Sharpton, how you doing, Chef Finest Wine, as the spokesperson for 40 plus million Black Americans? How you doing, Lucius? Lucius, how anyone can take that man seriously is beyond me. How you doing, Chris? We found out all we needed to know about him. Well, considering my age, I've told you, I've known about the Reverend Al. Google Tawana Brawley. All right. 1980, I think it was 89. Thank you so much, Joey. I really appreciate that. Lucius, again, welcome. Chef Finest Wine, partner, always glad that you're here. So tell me, everyone who's in the comments section, tell me what your thoughts are. What do you think about Al Sharpton? Now, the CEO of Target reached out to him. Okay, so let me say that again because some of you are just coming in. And what my question is, who told him that Al Sharpton is the spokesperson for Black America? Because he is not my spokesperson. Music Therapy said they're up to something. Music Therapy, let's take a guess. What old Al is up to. Listen to this sound. Probably after another bag of money. Music Therapy said this reeks of liberal agenda. Music Therapy, again, why would the CEO reach out to Al Sharpton? Monique said, yeah, the DEI boycott. Now remember, Monique, I did a video with Pastor Jamal Bryant. Remember, he said the 40-day fast, and he was telling people not to go. And I just wanted to share this video with you. And Target has lost billions of dollars. I think you've heard me say here, and I'll say it again. Let my work speak for itself. If I receive a job because I'm a woman or because I'm Black, what about can I do the job? And to me, that's the most important. Music Therapy, yes, he most definitely is. And that's what's so disheartening. You can't take him seriously. Mayor, I don't know. That's my question. For the CEO to reach out to Al Sharpton, and we know about all the nefarious activities he has been involved in. I've talked about them several times. So I'm going to share this video with you. Hit the like button, share this content out on your various forms of social media. It is greatly appreciated. Tina, what part of merits don't these people understand? Tina, they understand nothing about merit. Yes, Mara, we've said it on this channel several times. He's a race pimp. He's a race hustler, right? That's how he makes his living. All right, let's listen to this report, folks.
Taking a financial hit after dropping its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The retail giant has reportedly lost more than $12.4 billion in revenue.
This comes as calls for boycotts against the retailer continue. Atlanta-based Reverend Jamal Bryant launched a national 40-day Target fast back on March 5th. And joining us now to discuss is Associate Professor of Management at Oakland University, Professor Michael Greiner. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
So will this type of financial loss impact Target's decisions moving forward, do you think, on this policy?
I think it will. You have to remember that a lot of these companies operate on very thin financial margins. So the fact that they're seeing this decline could actually impact their profits and ultimately impact them on Wall Street.
The DEI policy and backlash and new tariffs could hurt retailers' bottom lines. How could that impact local jobs at stores?
It definitely could impact jobs because ultimately this all flows down. If Target's not making money, they're going to turn around and ultimately cut jobs to bring themselves back into the black.
And we're seeing, just so much public scrutiny, so much backlash. And we saw this 40-day fast, essentially calling on people to not shop there for 40 days. Does this type of public scrutiny pressure Target and other companies like it to make change?
I think it does. We've actually seen where Target has backed off in response to people's reaction to certain of their activities. But the biggest problem that Target has right now is that they've built up this image for themselves as being very socially responsible and being responsive to DEI concerns. And for them to kind of turn their back on it, what it's done is alienated a big part of the group of people who typically would be shopping there.
Some people may be wondering, okay, well, is this the time of the year when things just slow down a bit? We've had the holiday hump. You have people spending the gift cards. The cash is burning a hole in their pocket. But this is comparing foot traffic to this same time last year. Also, though, if you remember, Target was a store that someone called for a boycott on previously for their pride displays.
Yes.
So they've kind of gotten this in both directions. What do you make just in general of this boycott culture and how quick we are as a society to say, stop shopping there for this reason, for this amount of days, and scolding and judging people who continue that?
Yeah, I've actually done some research on this. And one of the things that I think we see most frequently is businesses really want to avoid politics more than anything. They don't want to get involved in it. And this is the problem that Target has gotten themselves into, which is that they have taken these positions that end up being political. And sometimes when they conflict with their socially responsible image, then it's become a real problem for them.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen a lot of backstepping from DEI policies and Target being a private company, but we've seen this from universities. For instance, University of Michigan just announced that they're closing their DEI office. So Target being a private company, they can make those decisions. Are they getting political pressure to do this?
Oh, they definitely are. And I think that the political environment we're in right now, we're seeing all kinds of pressure that these companies and universities and other institutions are dealing with in terms of backing away from DEI. It's kind of become a bit of a dirty word in our culture right now. And this pressure has made it so that these companies are really trying to avoid scrutiny.
Costco's shareholders voted against scaling back DEI measures. So they were in the headlines not too long ago for doing the opposite of what we're seeing a lot of stores and businesses do. Do you think it's a coincidence that they've had an increase in foot traffic, or are these decisions that influential? Like, what is your outlook on, you can maybe chalk it up to that, or you can definitively chalk it up to that?
Well, I think that this is a great example of what we were talking about earlier, which is that it depends upon the brand image already, because Costco, like Target, has this image of being socially responsible and being good to its employees. And so the fact that they have taken a position that's consistent with that has been something that's helped them. Whereas the fact that Target then backed away from something that's consistent with their image is the thing that's really been hurting them.
And Target in 2025 made a big commitment to invest $2 billion into Black-owned businesses. What happened with that? Did we see them walk back on that as well?
Well, I don't know exactly where that's at. Unfortunately, a lot of these things, especially with private companies, you're dealing with details in accounting that necessarily aren't shared with everybody. But one thing that we have seen with this boycott is that a lot of Black-owned businesses have decided that they're not going to be doing business with Target anymore, which in and of itself is going to hurt them as well.
Absolutely.
What is your just quick final thoughts on if this is something we should continue in the future, this trajectory we're on of cancel culture and especially doing so with your wallet?
Well, I think that people have been looking for a way to make their feelings known, and this is one way that you can make it known.
Well, Professor Michael Greiner with Oakland University, thank you so much for being here tonight to share your insight.
It's great to be here.
And folks, again, I've done a couple of videos on this subject matter. Right, Tina. Hi, Tijuana Border Jumper. How you doing? And so, folks, again, anything that Al Sharpton is involved in, oh my God. He goes wherever he can to secure another bag of money. And so if you think about it, Tijuana Border Jumper, I know you're just coming in. Tina, you're absolutely right. That's CBS. Legacy Media. Yeah, happy Good Friday to all anyone who's just joining the chat. But my thing is this: why, the CEO? I can't take him seriously. Why would he go to Al Sharpton? What about the millions of people who? I mean, and Al Sharpton didn't start this boycott. He did not. If you remember, Pastor Jamal Bryant, now and from Georgia, he's the one who came up with this 40-day fast. But remember, with one of the videos that I've already done, you had people going into Target. Remember, there was a black minister. He had $2,000 or $3,000 worth of merchandise, and he had the lady ring it up. Then instead of him paying, he said, "Well, I would pay you, but you got rid of your DEI program." So he just left. So you have people doing all kinds of outlandish things. And Al Sharpton, really? Come on. Tina, wonder how much the Democrats are paying the CEO. Tina. Woo! That would be interesting to find out. Yes. How you doing, Max? Target CEO had to talk to Al Sharpie before all of the helium was gone. Max, how are you? Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Also, Max, if you are new here. And so I had to laugh at this whole scenario. And I have a website that I'm going to pull up for you as well. Of course, they have them in the back pocket. Absolutely. We know what's at play here. Robert, how you doing? Al Sharpton, of course. And Al Sharpton, he actually met with PepsiCo recently too. So he's trying to secure bags everywhere. Okay. And why are they going to him? I just don't get it. And I don't think anyone in this chat would say that Al Sharpton represents them. He sure doesn't represent me. He represents himself. That's what he's doing. So they need to stop it. All right. I also have, okay, let me see. Okay. Hit that like button for me, please, folks. And then we're going to go on TikTok once I'm done with this page here. This is from yesterday. Target backtracked on DEI and was hit by boycotts. Now the CEO is meeting with Al Sharpton. Now, again, he reached out to Al Sharpton, okay? So remember, Target, they're receiving it from both ends. They are receiving the backlash from Black American shoppers. Also, remember they had all of that crap in their stores. What is it, for binding and all these things for the alphabet mafia to appease them? Remember, Music Therapy said he's making the rounds, and we know why. Music Therapy. So the Dem leadership actually believes this clown is influential. Music Therapy. That's what I'm saying. Why are they going to Al Sharpton? Bach said, I have yet to find the address of the church where Al Sharpton preaches. Ouch. Bach, you might need to go. If you want to know where he's preaching, you should have been there in that meeting with the CEO of Target and the CEO of PepsiCo. That's where he's preaching to get more money. All right. And you know, the CEO of Target, his name is Brian Cornell, for those of you who don't know. And so again, let's see what this is saying here. Let me stop that. In the 3 months since Target overhauled its policies on diversity, equity, and inclusion, the retailer has faced an onslaught of public criticism and a boycott that is carried on for weeks. There has been a clear impact on its business. Foot traffic has reportedly dropped for the past 10 weeks, and Target disclosed that sales had dipped in February. The company's stock price is the lowest it's been in 4 years. Now, CEO Brian Cornell is meeting with Al Sharpton at Target's request. This is what I told you earlier, to discuss the company's DEI stance and commitment to the Black community, according to a CNBC report. As the head of civil rights organization National Action Network, Sharpton has started taking companies to task for pulling back on DEI efforts. Just this week, this is what I was telling you, he met with PepsiCo after threatening to mount a boycott against the company. So, old nefarious Al, he's still shaking them down, right? Shaking down these companies. So I guess they got to put some money in his bank account. But he's, of course, pretending that he's out here doing it for Black Americans. We know why he's doing it. We found that out after the Curry Queen lost. That's when a lot of people really woke up. Now, again, I've always known because of my age. I've known for several years about Al Sharpton and his clandestine meetings and things of that nature. So anyway, yeah, he's threatening to boycott PepsiCo. You boycott PepsiCo, they make just about everything, folks. So anyway, Sharpton said he would consider pushing for a boycott of Target as well. So remember, Jamal Bryant, how you doing, U.S. Army? Retired. Thank you for your service, sir. Depending on the outcome of his discussion with Cornell. All Cornell has to do is offer him a bag of money and he'll move on to the next. But he's pretending to do this for Black Americans. Get out of here. You can't have an election come and all of a sudden change your old positions, Sharpton said in an interview with CNBC. If an election determines your commitment to fairness, then fine. You have a right to withdraw from us, but then we have a right to withdraw from you. So look at this, but then we. And remember, the first video I did on this topic, Al Sharpton took all those people into, Costco with those gift cards, and no one spent a dime. Just a ploy, as usual. And it says here, Target was not immediately available for comment. Sharpton's attempts to hold companies like Target accountable for their change of heart on DEI is also a counterweight to the social media campaign waged by conservative activist Robbie Starbuck, who has pressured a number of companies to drop DEI policies over the past year. The changes to Target's DEI policies, which the company announced in late January, wound down its diversity goals and also ended its participation in the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equality Index, a popular benchmarking survey that measures workplace inclusion for LGBTQ employees. Plenty of other companies have taken a similar position in recent months, especially as the Trump administration has ramped up its attack on corporate diversity programs, increasing the risk of litigation for major employers. But the vocal response to Target's reversal on DEI is not exactly unexpected, given that the company has made a concerted effort to engage Black entrepreneurs and consumers, particularly in the aftermath of George Floyd's murder. Remember this, folks. Hit the like button for me, please. U.S. Army, Al and Target can both go to you know where. Right. Robert, I don't respect Al Sharpton. No, Robert, you've known him like I have. Yes. Robert, yes, we said Jamal Bryant is a joke. You're right. Exactly. Tina said these companies have to obey the law. Yes. Now let me say this. So if you look at the fact that if you look at the beneficiaries of DEI, right? That's women as well. That's LGBTQ. Why are they only reaching out to Al Sharpton? I'm just saying. And the Hispanic community, they're also boycotting Target. If they disbarred Letitia James, maybe she can get a job, Robert. So I'm just saying, the last video I did where we were talking about this subject matter, remember, Target also parted ways with many Black entrepreneurs. So the people that you claim you're trying to help, you're hurting. And I can't tell you. Now, I don't shop at Target anyway. Target is out of the way for me, right? Now, Walmart. Now, of course, you know they want us to boycott Walmart. If you look at the whole picture, you're going to hurt the people that you say you're trying to help. You continue to boycott Target. Look at all these people that are going to be out of work. And Walmart is a major employer of Black Americans. So the people that you say you're helping, you will be hurting. And sometimes when I go to Walmart, I'll tell. Last time I went, they had a Black pharmacist and the lady who I had to pay at the cashier. I said, I know people are saying to boycott Walmart. I'm not doing it because people need their jobs. And I mean, people, when I say that, people at Walmart are always like, thank you. Everyone needs their jobs. So, Bach, when is the Internal Revenue Service going to Target now? Bach, I wish they would. U.S. Army, Target, go ahead and keep your LGBTQ and DEI policies. We don't care if you go broke. Yeah, they're losing money, U.S. Army. Yeah, they really are. And again, they're being wishy-washy, right? They took all of these items out of the store. They got the DEI during the George Floyd, everything that went on with the George Floyd protests. Now they're pulling it back. So they're straddling the fence. Oh, Tijuana said a lot of the prices in Walmart have doubled. Really, Tijuana? Oh, wow. That sucks. Oh, my goodness. I'll start and see, Tijuana, I'll start paying attention to that. Thank you. All right, where are we here? Sharpton has maintained he's looking for some kind of pledge that indicates Target will continue supporting the Black community. You made commitments based on the George Floyd movement. What changed? So Sharpton's asking a question. He knows what changed. So he just wants to see what the response is going to be. Sharpton told CNBC, are you trying to say everything's fine now because the election changed? That's insulting to us. So again, yeah. Patty, how you doing? Yes, they destroyed it, Patty. They sure did. They looted the Target in Minneapolis during the George Floyd riots. Oh yeah. Yes, they had. Yes, they did. Tina said, I wish we could deport the Democrats. Bach, in the James from New York, how she brought here in New York. I'm not sure what you're saying, Bach. Al Sharpton should be trying to support the Black employees working for Target. Robert, now again, the people that he claims he's trying to help, he's going to hurt. If they continue losing money, guess what's next? We all know what's next. U.S. Army said most of those items are, yes, from China. Right, U.S. Army? You're absolutely right. Tijuana, I buy the 6-egg carton. Used to be 0.92, now 6 eggs for $3.98. Ouch. Okay, let me see what else I had to share with you. So tell me, folks, what your thoughts are in reference to the Target boycott. All right, let me see. Yeah, I had, I'm going to take you to, all right. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So yes, how you doing, Trish? Hit the like button for me. Dozen of eggs, $5.99. Oh wow. Let me stop this article, and I'll share another screen with you. Okay. Okay, Mayor, yeah, they're telling more of us to shop at local stores. Okay. Robert, Tijuana says, I don't shop at Target. I don't either, Tijuana. For me to shop, they're not everywhere like some of these other stores. For me to go to Target, I have to go like almost 20 miles out of the way, one way. And I'm not doing that. Yes, Bach. How you doing, Thor? Thor, where have you been, love? I answered your response, Thor. You told me you've been missing the lives, but you've been catching up. How you doing, dear? Trish, how are you? Trish says, let me see what Trish is saying here. Trish says, I spent $150 today at Target less than 3 hours ago. I shop where I please. Trish. Exactly. Thank you, Tina, for hitting that like button. This is not the time for price hike. Yes, music, Monique, yes. Patty said, oh, so you said Walmart has more okay, Patty. All right, thank you for the intel. All right, let's listen to this because again, Latino folks, they're also boycotting. So the Latino Freeze grows as part of the backlash. So some of their groups have gotten together. They're not shopping at Target either. So it's not just Black Americans, Latino Americans as well. So let's listen to this.
Backlash tonight against national retailers that have started eliminating or rolling back their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Latino leaders are calling for a boycott of those big stores. The movement is known as the Latino Freeze, and activists like civil rights leader Dolores Huerta are leading the charge. NBC Bay Area's Damian Trujillo is in San Jose with the story.
Target is one of those being targeted for the nationwide boycott. This after the national chain joined others in eliminating its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The idea of a Latino freeze is growing. The idea is for Latinos to stop shopping at big stores and restaurants like Target, Walmart, and McDonald's, places that recently rolled back their DEI programs. The move followed similar action by the White House and federal government.
If you don't respect our community, then, you shouldn't have our dollars.
Civil rights leader Dolores Huerta is helping lead the charge for a national boycott. Comedian John Leguizamo is also on board and is pushing for a national freeze on all shopping February 28th, calling it an economic blackout.
The call to action for the Latino Freeze is targeting specific brands.
Dr. Caroline Chen is professor at San Jose State School of Business. Dr. Chen says that Latinos make up $3.5 trillion in buying power, meaning this isn't an idle threat. But she also notes a successful boycott would need to be a prolonged one, lasting longer than a month.
If it was 2 months, 3 months, 6, et cetera, maybe then you'd make significant inroads to hurting those particular companies economically.
Shoppers we spoke with are buying the call for a Latino boycott.
I support the Latinos people, the migrant people that come to work.
We reached out to Target for reaction to the boycott, but have not heard back. Huerta says the time to act is now.
And the least we can do is send a message to Donald Trump's backers. You know what? If you don't want to support our community, then our community is not going to support you.
Still leading the charge for diversity, equity, and inclusion at 94. Damian Trujillo, NBC Bay Area News.
Growing backlash.
So again, folks, I just wanted to share that with you too. So Hispanic leaders, they're doing the same thing. They are not shopping at Target now. It would be interesting to see, since they're talking about Walmart as well. I don't know how you can make that work, because Walmart has everything, and in some places that's all you have are Walmart. You don't have other places. How you doing, Topeka Atkins Grieve Mother Corner? All right, glad that you're here. Patty, Trump told them to follow the Civil Rights Act. Okay, good. Music therapy. I think we're going to try and manufacture an economic crisis due to the lack of DEI support. You never know, music therapy. U.S. Army, she's 94 and still pushing DEI. She didn't get wiser with U.S. Army. Yeah, she's not 94. Wow. Thor, I would not be surprised. Drag people, yeah, Thor, that's what they do. Drag them all the way down. Yeah, all the way down. Okay, now I'm going to take you. I'm doing fine. Zay, how you doing, love? I want to show you their to the TikTok page. Oh my God, it is a mess. And people are trolling Target on TikTok. So let me show that to you. Okay. I'll show you a few here.
Official homepage. Go to it. They have their comments turned off on their most recent video. It's called Circle Week. March 28th, they're going to have this big sale, and they have their comments turned off. They have 3 million followers. Target homepage in the search bar. 3 million followers, and they aren't allowing comments because of the previous video's comments. You got to go, if you're bored and you want to have some fun, go to Target. I mean, that DEI that they pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And then we figured out that they didn't really give a fuck. And so they took the DEI, displays and pushed them to the back and pissed off everybody in the alphabet community. And they were boycotting them. People that didn't agree with them putting that in the front of the store were boycotting them. Their stores are empty. Go to their homepage. They got their comments. It's unbelievable. They have their comments turned off. Go check it out.
Yeah, people have been trolling them incessantly. Let me see if I can go to their official page.
Me, I go over to the message side of TikTok. I don't go over there for me. I go over there for y'all, but y'all Target. When I tell you FAFO, they figured out what that meant. They know what it meant, and we all know what it means. When I tell you they send it Target, done lost about $15 billion, not 15 million, 15 billion. You wanted to get rid of DEI? Well, congratulations. Where'd they get you? And today is the day, February 28th, where ain't nobody shopping there. Target, I don't know. I don't want to say count your days because a lot of people like y'all, but we're done. Target, we're done. And y'all.
All right. Let me find the official. All right. This is the official Target page. Like I said, it was so bad. They had to turn the comments off. Yeah, they had to turn them off. It was bad.
All the way, all the way. Tell me all the ways, and you said, girl, you take care of me. You are my therapy. The better half of me. Say it again.
That's that little commercial. So this is before. These are the comments before they turned them off, and they just been trolled. Robert, those Costco gift cards could have been given to a poor Black family. Robert, yeah, that was just a show. You know that's all they do. So if you look at all of the comments, again, this is prior to them shutting them down. How do you spell Target? Costco. Oh my God. It is hilarious. Buy Target should have stood on the right side of history. So, yeah. Thor, so proud of my daughters. They made 90 baskets and got donations from stores, food, candy that we will deliver tomorrow to poor families. All right, Thor. Good job, Thor. Good job. Yeah, so these comments are hilarious. Harpo, who this black family on this Target? Oh my God. That's a reference to the movie Color Purple, the original. Oh my God. DEI did so much for nursing mothers, disabled veterans, and many other marginalized Americans. Only a traitor would want to see their country fail due to their own lack of education and empathy. So, yeah, it's bad, folks. Monique, Target reached out to Reverend Al. They reached out to him. Yes, that's how that went. And why he's still called a reverend. Who was it, music therapy that said earlier he's still looking for the church? I told you where he is, trying to secure his next bag. Here's one. When Target shows me who they are, I'll believe them the first time. Myopic and ignorant, done. So yeah. So they're just trolling them.
There I was, honestly, getting ready to go to bed. I was going to go to bed, read a book, put the phone down, but no. I've been to Target official page, and now I've made myself a cup of iced coffee. I'm going to be up all night. Because we have hit up Target's official page and they are getting torn up. I'm going to need y'all to go over there and read the comments. I'm living for the comments. They're fantastic. Come back and tell me what you think, because I'm loving this. I'm absolutely dying. I'm dying laughing. I'll be up all night. Guaranteed. Promise. That's where I'm going to be, like till 2, 3, 4. Go over Target official page.
Yeah, and that's what people are talking about, how the comments where they are just roasting Target. And people are just talking about, they're just sitting up all night watching the comments and just laughing. They're just, it's that funny, they're saying. Okay, here's another lady.
Target has lost over $15.7 billion with a B of market value ever since they decided to dismantle their DEI initiatives. For those who don't know, DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Target has also reported that their foot traffic has decreased because people are boycotting. Baby, Target just can't catch a break because now they're being sued by the state of Florida, allegedly concealing the risk of removing DEI initiatives, which led to customer backlash and the loss of billions of dollars in market value. These are Target investors pretty much saying, we're going to sue you because we didn't know that you removing DEI initiative was going to cost such a huge loss in market value, meaning their investment took a hit. That's not all. People are taking petty to the next level by leaving comments on Target's TikTok page, talking about I'm switching to Costco, we're not going back. So many petty comments. If you want to have a good laugh tonight, go to the Target TikTok page, go read the comments. The level of petty on this app, it's like nothing I've ever seen in my life. Target.
Oh, and I have to agree. Let's see, Thor and Robert. Yes. Please bring back Kmart. We didn't have these problems. I want Kmart. I want Kmart. God, yes. I have nothing but fond memories of Kmart from when I was a kid. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah. So people are yeah. this is what people are doing. They are trolling Target.
Y'all, today is April 17th, the official last day of the Target fast. That's right. The Target fast was supposed to last from March 5th to April 17th. However, I was boycotting Target before the Target fast. We won't go there. I ain't going back up in Target. Now, suddenly, they're supposed to be meeting with Al Sharpton. That's right. The CEO of Target is supposedly trying to meet with Al Sharpton this week. I think Sharpton is going to meet with them. I don't know. You know what? Good for Target. I hope they talk and things come together. I still ain't going back in Target. One thing I know for sure is that they're not going to put those DEI policies back in place. That's the first thing. The second thing is they already showed us who they are, right? They were quick to jump on the rolling back of the DEI policies before anybody else did. They made all these promises to Black businesses and Black initiatives, and they quickly said they were no longer going to do that. So you know what? I got a bad taste in my mouth now, Target. I'm straight. I ain't going back up in there. And I'm going to tell you, you guys have been boycotting all this time. You are showing yourselves you don't need Target either. Do me a favor, and in the comments section, put the places you've been shopping other than Target. Let them know the state or wherever where you can find whatever store that has similar things as Target. And y'all, we can do this. Forget them. We're good. We're not going back. And guess what? I'm here for it. Y'all, today.
Patty said they're not switching to Costco. Robert said deport Al Sharpton, Jamal Bryant, and Letitia James too. Yes, Robert's trying to get them all out of here. Yes, Robert. Laurie said she wants them to bring back Ames. I'm not familiar. I've heard of the name Ames, but I've never lived anywhere where there was an Ames store. Not unless I was a kid and I just don't remember. Beverly, how are you doing, love? Yes, hit the like button for me. Share this stream out on your various forms of social media, please, folks. Robert, I wish they would. Yes. Oh my God. So yeah, so they are Target is definitely they are being trolled. Look at this lady cleaning up her dog poo. All right, so she's picking up dog poo and putting it in a Target bag. So, oh my God. Let's see. Here's one. Now, I don't. How you doing, Darla? Good evening, dear. Someone type in the comments that any of you who've been to a Target and just tell me what you've noticed. Again, I don't go to Target because it is way out of my way, and I'm not driving. Gas is not that cheap that I'm just going to be driving 40 miles almost two ways. Darla, hit the like button, love. Hit the subscribe button if you are enjoying this content, dear. Tell me what your thoughts are. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Beverly, Patty, she needs to buy herself a pooper scooper from somewhere. Patty, I know. Patty, I'm with you. I was looking at that, Patty. Even with gloves on, that's too close. Just get a pooper scooper and be done with it. I was thinking the same thing, Patty, but I didn't say anything. But I'm glad. I don't feel so bad now. It's not empty at Target where I live. Trish, where do you live, dear, if you don't mind telling us? Music therapy, I noticed a lot of people who are standing around doing nothing. Okay. But again, folks, for the people who are working there, if this continues, they're going to start layoffs. Darla, I have shopped local for a long time. These boycotts have zero effect. Plus, the nearest Target is an hour away. So, Darla, your drive to a Target is even further than my drive. So, Trish, Michigan. Okay, thank you, dear. Okay. Music therapy, people of color, alphabet people, because they're wearing rainbows and unicorns. Yeah. Okay. All right. So tell me what your thoughts are, folks. That's just where we are with that. And let's see. That's all I have for you. I've already told you how I feel about Lucius. Lucius said, I'm going to Target in the morning. Oh my God. Oh. Bach, you're going to Target as well? Okay. When I get time, I can drive to, I don't know, the closest one to where I live. I may take time to just drive and check it out so that I can come back and tell you what I see. My God, it's so out of the way. And to tell you what I think about all these people trying to put so many Americans out of work. Laurie said I could let her borrow my cat shovel. Laurie, I have a couple of those too, and a couple of litter boxes too. I can let her borrow. Bach says I haven't shopped in a Target in over 20 years. Wow, Bach. Okay. Walmart, they deliver for free if you have. Yes, Patty. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not going to stop shopping at Walmart. And, you know, they're telling us to boycott Walmart as well, but they haven't. They've really, you know, pushed the envelope with Target. But, you know, they're telling people to not to shop at Walmart as well. But again, Walmart is a major employer of Black Americans. So you're just going to put more people in the unemployment line. And I do not want to contribute to that. Yes, Baldwin, that's a long time. Yes, Tina. U.S. Army said he won't participate because they keep pushing the rainbow. Oh, yeah, U.S. Army, they just went overboard with that. They did. And like I tell people, I don't think that Americans in general, you have some who may be homophobic, but I don't think that Americans in general dislike or hate people from, you know, that community. I think it's just the fact that it's just being shoved down their throats. People just got upset. And then, you know, with the males and female sports, it was just too much. Rich, how you doing, love? Darla, kidding. I'm having a temper tantrum. Darla, why are you having a temper tantrum, love? Darla says, I've launched a personal boycott of Walmart. They returned my 200 delivery because my license was expired and I ordered wine. Oh, okay, Darla. Darla's having a problem. Darla, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, love. Thank you. Hit the like button. Share this content out, folks. Thank you so much. And that's pretty much all I have for you. I saw this and I was like, OMG. Tina, Target's and out. Yeah, Target is, for me to go to a Target, I'm not wasting that kind of gas when there are several Walmarts in the close vicinity of where I live. And like I said, I'm not going to stop. There are too many people. And then think about it, folks, some places, Walmart's the only major employer. So, you know, you have to take everything into consideration. And one of the videos that I did on DEI and people talking about boycotting, let me see. I'll drop one of those links because, yeah, those of you who did not see the video that I did, I'm going to, when Pastor Jamal Bryant calls, That's when he was calling Black MAGA, well, bad things. But I just dropped a link, and you need to know about his history. Those that don't know about him, no. Darla, you said, okay, Darla lives near 2 Walmarts that employ a large amount of people. Okay, yeah, Darla, where I live, Walmarts are everywhere. They are major employers. Thank you, Isaiah. I love you too, dear. Thank you. They're everywhere. So I just dropped one link, and I will drop another. About, let me see, Walmart. Yeah, and remember, I played a clip from Roland Martin's channel. He was telling us to boycott McDonald's, and I was telling you because they were rolling back DEI. God bless you too, Tina. Thank you, love. Oh, okay, Laurie. That's fine, dear. We're glad you're here now. Remember, and like I was telling you, I just dropped another link. Yeah, we'll see you next go round. I remember when I was a teenager, McDonald's has always been inclusive. They've always had scholarships. They've done so much for Black American communities. Now you're telling us to boycott McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's, they were doing things when no one else was doing anything. And you want us to boycott McDonald's. Really? All right. Well, that's pretty much all I have for you folks. Oh, God bless you too, Tina. Yes. Darla, we had a community garden, and the city came in last year and shut it down. It was all volunteers. Oh, wow. Darla, I'm sorry to hear that, love. All right. Well, I hope that everyone enjoyed the stream. I hope that if you did, you hit that thumb. And I was watching another content creator earlier today, and it's all over YouTube, folks. Then this content creator whose channel I was on earlier today, they had like 400 people in the stream, only like 100 people that hit the like button. So I know you get tired of me saying it, but it's all over YouTube. People will not hit that little thumb. Happy Easter to you as well, Thor. Thank you so much, Thor. I appreciate everything that you do, dear. Thank you so much. So we're going to go. I will be live tomorrow evening, probably 6 or 7-ish, something like that. And we'll talk about if I have time. Rich, yeah, he's trying to get another bag of money. Pretending like he's up there trying to do something for Black Americans. He's up there to do something for himself. Oh, Thor, that's nice, dear. That's wonderful. You enjoy your family, Thor. And we're glad you're here, always. Okay, let me see. All right. So everyone, enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, and I'll be live tomorrow again about 6 p.m. It's between 6 and 7, somewhere like that. I'll be live, and if I have time, we'll talk about this case in Texas. Like I said, I wanted to gather some more information, see what else I could learn about the Carmelo Anthony case. Close that. Before I talked about it, before we discussed it, I didn't want to come on and I need a little more time to check into some things and find out some more information. Yeah, good evening. Oh yes, good evening to you, Music Therapy. You know where I'm going now. I'm going to the comment section, and I will talk to you as long as you are there. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. And I'm coming to talk to you now.